started in grade 11 when I was like, oh, it'd be really fun to launch a wake-up light. That was when I didn't even know how to do market research at all. Well, I can connect a guy that I know is smart and a guy that obviously needs help, right?
Is business more important or the development? I'm sure both of them are important as they come together, but which one has even more of an edge?
Distribution is the new thing. And if you just have distribution, you just funnel a whole bunch of people into a product and then like turn it into something people like. So I think distribution is the new hack. Basically, Playbook, find viral format, replicate viral format, get other people to do viral format.
The irrefusable offer.
Make an offer so good that they feel dumb saying no, right? How we got started was, it'd be really fun if we could turn these like tutors into Pokemon cards. So that's why it's got a weird name. I actually don't think the name matters as much as like people think. This is because we just, eventually like made it functional for what the students want. And I was on the edge of like depression. I was like, I need to figure this out. What do all the people who are happy think the meaning of life is? What are the people who are feeling fulfilled? That's so many different answers.
We've talked so much value in this podcast, but like if you want to boil it down to like one response, one word of advice.
And the way I did it was just realize that companies just care about two things.
Hi guys, today we have Ayden Lum, product design and co-founder at Crayards. How are you, Ayden?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on, Sidra. It's going to be really fun. Excited to dive into the questions that you got for me.
Yeah, bro. There is a lot of projects you've worked on and a lot that is coming. So I just wanna dive into how you got started, and if you can walk us through step by step each project that you've worked on and which ones are active and everything like that.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of L's, like a lot of failures in terms of products I've launched. Started in grade 11 when I was like, oh, it'd be really fun to launch a wake-up light. That was when I didn't even know how to do market research at all. And then, from there I started, tried this like art product too, like failed. I was trying to make an online art gallery, and then eventually got to university and realized that there's supply and demand thing. Like there's a lot of students who needed help with tutoring, and they wanted it like right away, and they wanted help with the specific subject. And so that's how Crayards got started. I was just basically like, okay, well, I can connect a guy that I know is smart and a guy that obviously needs help, right? And yeah, from that transaction, I took a small fee, and that's how Crayards got launched.
Mm-hmm. So what actually excites you right off the bat to create these projects?
Yeah, that's a great question, because a lot of times they're not really profitable, especially in the beginning. But I think it's just the idea. Like what really makes me happy is when I see a nice product that's really well designed in Figma, and then it turns into a product. I see it really come to life and people are using it. Like the best part was this was when Crayards still wasn't very profitable and wasn't making money, but I heard in the hallway one time the student was like, yo, Crayards saved me, you should use it too, to like another student. I was like, oh, that's pretty sick.
Wow. That must be very fulfilling.
It's really fulfilling. Yeah.
So Crayards, you co-founded it. I'm guessing you have a co-founder as well. How did you guys get started in all of that?
Oh, that's a great question. The first part, how we got started was, it'd be really fun if we could turn these like tutors into Pokemon cards. So that's why it's got a weird name, because it initially started, and this is why I don't think the name matters as much as like people think. This is because we just, eventually like made it functional for what the students want, and like we just conducted user interviews and we're like, okay, like how do you want this platform to be? Is this better? And we just eventually built it into something they actually enjoyed using, rather than we started with, if you look at the Crayards website, every single tutor profile looks like a Pokemon card.
Wow. We'll have a little section here. So why Pokemon? Were you like a big fan of Pokemon back in the day?
I just like building things, and I thought it looked sick.
Right. So I'm just trying to pick your brain. Why is building things just gives you a sense of fulfillment?
I get a rush, like when a lot of people, they go to parties and stuff like that. They think I'm a bit weird because I have the same rush at hackathons, actually. Like I just really enjoy it. I'm in my third year now, and like every single time a hackathon's going on, I've been going to like a few every year, and it's just like really fun. It gets, when you like get really excited for something because you're like, oh, something really cool could get out of this. That's the same thing for me.
Are your parents in the same space as you are?
Not my mom. My dad kind of. More. He has like a real estate business, and he's a bit of an entrepreneur. Yeah, but.
Nice. So you think maybe you've got some of that rush or excitement from his side potentially?
Potentially, I think when he was my age, he was like going to a lot of parties and stuff like that, and even nowadays he says, oh, you should like go enjoy parties and stuff. But I don't find them as exciting as like other people. So I don't know if it really comes from him. I think it just comes from the people I surround myself with. I really like hanging out with people from this group called 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. I should talk to you about that, right? So
Yeah.
and they all enjoy the same thing. Not all of them, but like yeah, some of them.
Right. Yeah, it really like you have to find what you find interesting and what you find enjoyment to, and just pursue that. Like what others say, hey, this is enjoyable for me, then maybe you would enjoy it too. Maybe you just don't find enjoyment in that, and parties is the case for you.
Well, sometimes they're fun, but like not like I actually find hackathons more fun. Like yeah.
Okay, so Crayards, right? Let's linger on this a little bit. You guys have brought it up, and now you guys are partnering actually with UBC.
Mm-hmm. Well, CUS, yeah, like the UBC CUS. It's the Commerce Undergraduate Society, and well, we're actually gonna go be talking to them in like a week. But that was what they proposed. I can't like say that out loud, but like that's what they said that they were interested in doing. But yeah, that'll be a really interesting talk.
Do you think now that you're even like more getting involved on the business side, is business more important or the development? I'm sure both of them are important as they come together, but which one has even more of an edge?
Well, kind of like we see what Roy Lee's doing on LinkedIn, right? He says that distribution's the new thing, and if you just have distribution, you just funnel a whole bunch of people into a product and then like turn it into something people like. So I think distribution's the new hack, and especially I was talking to Matt Espinoza. He's freaking like awesome, and he's basically his entire thing is hacking distribution. You know, the vibe coding tools have like basically made coding a lot more accessible. What he's doing is hacking distribution by making tools for distribution. So I do think the business side is, yeah, it's definitely the way I'm seeing things right now.
Yeah. I tend to agree as well. When you say distribution, you mean like having an audience that you can funnel stuff towards?
Yeah, so at a high level, I learned the app strategy that got 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 AI. So I learned from a friend, through a friend, how 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 AI got to 18 million. And they basically, they use UGC content, which is like, you know, obviously they have like an influencer type of person, but not like an actual influencer, but like they hire like a university student who, you know, they literally in their playbook says hire pretty girl, so that, you know, show app and then show workflow and then scale to like 5 to 10 influencers and post once a day. So they have 5 to 10 videos going a day. And then after that, when they've hit enough money, I think they said 20K line per month, then they go and put that money into an influencer, and they use tools to reach out to hundreds of influencers a day, using those warmed up accounts, because it's important to warm up those accounts, and then scaling with influencers. So that's their playbook at a really, really high level. And I thought that was really fascinating. And then I've been learning a lot about that from this newsletter called Social Growth Engineers. If you want to check that, I highly recommend. It's basically how these different apps get so many views and, you know, high MRR.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
So I'm just being a really nice study phase right now. And you know, I've been told by my mentors to like really niche down and pick what I want to do, but it's really easy to just get caught up in so many different projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's exciting, right?
Yeah.
It's an exciting era we live in. I mean, technology has never advanced to this pace as fast as it's going, and it's gonna be going faster and faster every single year. So I don't know what to expect, but it's definitely very exciting.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
So UGC user generated content. Have you utilized it as well, or?
Oh yeah. So for Crayards, I was just testing it out a bit, and yeah, I got about 1,600 followers for the account, and a lot of the users, the paid users, came from that, and it would just be me going around doing interviews and stuff like that with people at UBC, and actually got a lot of help from my friend Zoe. She's a influencer online. She just gave me strategy. And yeah, basically Playbook, you know, find viral format, replicate viral format, get other people to do viral format. I never got to the point where I wanted to like go pay people more money to like expand the viral format out. But yeah, I tested it myself, and I've seen the other apps do it too. So yeah.
What is the viral format like? I'm sure it differs industry to industry, but what's maybe the format that you would say is most universal and works?
Yeah, we can kind of look at that AI friend app, you know, like that. Have you heard of it? It's like Replica, and they basically have like a pretty girl saying, "Oh, my replica is helping me get ready for makeup," And obviously, who's not gonna go watch that, right? Like, it's just like hilarious, and just putting makeup on her face and talking to her AI friend, and gets millions of views.
Wow.
But I think that one got a few 100,000 views, but that type of format gets lots and lots of views.
Right, because you would feel more personable with the. You feel like, wow, I'm speaking or interacting with that person I'm watching.
You're really, like, kind of just watching her go through her life and like just talk. But no, it's really simple. It's really like just UGC influencer has some sort of shock value, whether it's like her being pretty or a guy just like having a weird expression on their face, like I can't believe this app just did this, and then or my ex just told me to use this app or something like that. You know what I mean? And then that gets lots of views. I mean, it sounds silly, right? And kind of is troll, but it works. So
Yeah.
yeah,
If it works, it works.
yeah, that's what these top apps are doing.
So you mentioned briefly mentors.
Yeah.
I kind of want to linger into that. Why do you think having mentors is so valuable for especially young people like us, going into tech world?
Yeah, I think it's been really valuable for me, because a lot of us just kind of guess on, especially since I been going on a lot of hackathons, and we just like build what's in our minds, right? What I learned from my mentors, at least, is that you gotta like look into the market and so it's really good to have like a second point of view. Like one of the things that my mentors taught me was, I'm like, oh, is this product good? He's like, how many pre-sales do you have for it? Like how many have people actually paid for it? And so then I immediately know if people are actually willing to pay for it or not. Now, that's not universal. Sometimes you can build a product and then you launch it and then boom, it works. But that's how you know, like in the very beginning, and have like a lot less stress. And that was a principle taught by me by a guy named Dane Maxwell. I flew out to the U.S. actually to meet him. He was a really awesome guy. Taught me this 5-question framework. Yeah, we can also go to that later if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it right now. I'm actually curious.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I can start asking you about it, and we'll find a problem that that you believe is worth solving.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. So with your business right now, what's the biggest problem that you've encountered in the last 90 days?
So I have a lead generation business currently. The biggest problem is like I want to get more and more value for my clients, so then I can charge more and more.
Yeah.
So it's basically getting more appointments for them, really, because I'm very good with people, so I can get clients for myself, no problem. But like having more results and better results.
Better results for your clients.
Yes.
Okay. How do you currently go about solving the problem? That's the second question.
Okay, yeah, step by 5 questions, right? For this problem, like I usually brainstorm with friends in the space because I have a couple as well, and then just try to add new avenues because you can't put all your marbles in the same bucket.
Right.
Trying to go in parallel, and like maybe this one brings a couple appointments, this, and if you add them together, it'll just be more and more. So that's one of them. So going vertically.
So kind of like adding more platforms.
But then also going horizontally as well, which I haven't mastered yet.
What do you mean by that, going horizontally?
Horizontally is like squeezing more juice out of each platform.
Okay.
Right? So there's many more platforms you can add, but then you can also maximize the optimal each platform.
What does that look like tangibly?
Tangibly would be like, hey, for LinkedIn, for example, on a weekly basis, you can send 420 connection requests per user, per account. But then if you get Sales Navigator, you can send 1,000. So right there, you 2.5x your output alone by paying like $150 a month. But it's worth it in the long run. Also, for example, for cold calling, if you want to go horizontally, it would be, vertically, it would be having a killer cold caller or hiring a coach that once a week he comes on. He's like, okay, talks to your cold callers, goes through the scripts, and is like, okay, here you can do better, here you can do better. Just like training them to be even like bigger killers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, how big is this problem for you?
Like a 8.3.
8.3. That's super specific, but that's good that you have it on your scale. Oh, that's really interesting. Is there anything that's a 10 or higher than 8.3?
Any problem in my business that's higher than 8.3 currently?
Yeah. Just to the point here is to really like understand, kind of like they call it like a business therapy session. It's like, hey, how can I bring more clarity to you so that it like helps you see what you can help solve by yourself, and then maybe we can even find a solution to it together. That's the entire point of the 5-question process.
You know what? It's a good process because it gets you thinking about your business more and more.
Yeah, I probably talked to like 30 people at this point about this, and they absolutely love it. It's like, because it brings clarity. Even if no product
Yeah.
comes from it, it's just super helpful.
Yeah. And many more hundreds going to be actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What's a 10 currently? Like, obviously, there's, like, I can't think of a 10 right now, but as years goes on and you learn more about the space and you're more mature in your sector, obviously there'll be things that you don't know. Like, we're young, right?
Yeah.
Like, if we were like 34 10 years from now, I'll be like, I was so dumb back in the day doing this way or going down this route. But yeah, I don't think of one right now. I can't.
Anything over an 8.3.
No, 8.3 is like, that's bringing more value to my clients. That's my biggest pain
Okay.
point.
Okay. So kind of making the offer better, is that kind of like the
offer? Yeah, I mean, the offer is the front door, right? The offer is the front door that would get them in, but actually getting the results and maybe having a better pipeline of
like
communicating.
the product. Yeah, like the product. Like
Sort of,
better,
yeah.
Making more. Yeah, you're talking about like get more LinkedIn leads, or get more out there.
Get more appointments for them.
Right, get more appointments. Yeah.
Because that's the goal, right? To B2B,
appointments.
it's just appointments, and then appointments is a direct correlator to higher revenue.
Cool.
You can just connect them together.
So, what would the ideal solution look like if you could if you could think about how you would start to get more appointments? Like, what would we do, to do that? Would it be going on LinkedIn? Would it be going onto more channels, or like how would that look like for you?
I think an ideal solution is an AI cold caller.
An AI cold caller.
I think definitely that's the case, because this in this scenario, like, it could call 100 prospects, ICP, ideal customer profile, 100 of them, like, at parallel, correct? So then the numbers would you can just scale that, and it would work 24/7. Even though we don't want it to work 24/7, because there's a window that it's best to cold call these prospects. But yeah, the sheer volume would make it unreasonable for the business to
Volume
succeed.
negates luck, right? Alex Hormozzi's favorite saying.
Exactly. So I think an AI cold call, and I haven't seen this solution be to the highest level that I would use it for my clients currently.
What's the highest level that you just infinite cold calling?
No, I mean, like, we don't want to spam people.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, it'd be cold calling, and then the sequence follow up of dripping on text, dripping on email, having follow up sequences there. It's like a full funnel. Like,
a full way to just like go after a client. Like,
yeah, and capture it as much as possible. So the follow ups are there, and then you drip as well. You can have an ad campaign that targets them later on for like
a meta ads campaign that goes after. So they see you everywhere. It's just like they're like, oh my gosh, this service is everywhere. I gotta book an appointment now.
They have no other choice.
Man.
Like, I'm explaining the high level of my business, but like, yeah, exactly, that's the optimal.
Yeah, totally, 100%. So if you had that cold caller, just to start off, is that the
that would be very valuable.
Yeah, cool. Do you think that would be worth paying for? And if not, no worries.
100%.
Sick. Approximately, like, per month, how much would you be willing to pay for that?
I mean, it depends on how much volume it does.
Like everything that it'll have like everything that you need.
Like the pinnacle of what I'm thinking in my mind.
What are you thinking? Yeah.
Bro, like a lot.
Drop a number, bro. Just a guesstimate. It's nothing serious.
I mean, per client, I would pay like $1,000.
Sick. Cool. So, that was the process that he taught me, and I learned that like 2 months ago. And he does that on all his friends, and that's how he makes money. It's called the Fire Lab process, and it's the 5-question process that he just like goes in and understands, and then at the end he'll just ask, hey, if you're serious about this, I'll build the thing and take a 50% down payment, and like it'll be done within like 2 months or something like that. That's literally how he does it, and we just found $1,000 per client problem. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow. Yo, that's sick.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that goes on, like you said, the Lovable.
No. That's a different guy.
Right.
This guy is the mentor of Sam Ovens and the mentor of like Dave Rogan, Moser, Jasper AI. His name's Dane Maxwell. He also wrote a book called Start from Zero. Phenomenal book, highly recommend. But yeah. Flew out to his house, stayed with him for like 3 days. Dane, if you're watching this, freaking legend. Really appreciate that. So yeah.
That's awesome, bro. How do you approach these kinds of mentors?
Fuck, I had to cold DM him like 21 times.
Really?
He didn't respond to me because they thought I was spamming him.
21 times.
Yeah.
And then eventually he was like, okay.
He finally got on call with me because my offer was I'll build you a free community.
And then are you fulfilling on that currently?
I built it. Yeah, it's done. And then we just like archived it.
Hmm.
But we had like 200 members in there. You can check my LinkedIn. It has a post saying like I dropped my startup to like focus on this more. Yeah.
Wow. The irrefusable offer.
Irrefutable offer, yeah.
Yeah.
Like make an offer so good that they feel dumb saying no, right? That's the Alex 𝐓𝐢𝐬.
Exact. I think Alex 𝐓𝐲 is the GOAT.
He's fucking genius, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
So that's one of your mentors.
That's one of them. Yeah.
And then if you can touch on like overall your mentors, you just cold DM them, and how do you choose that person to be the one?
I don't really like formally call them mentors, I guess. It's just like people who are really helpful on the journey. I provide them value and then I try to learn as much as I can from them. One of the guys that I really respect and admire, his name is Matt Espinoza. And I met him at Socratica symposium in Toronto, Waterloo. And I just heard from a bunch of other people like this guy's doing like $4 million a year and he's like 2 years older than me. I was like, how? Like this is nuts, right? And so I just remember sitting down with him at a table in a hacker house, just like, and I was just talking to him. He's talking about like distribution strategy for B2B businesses, and he was like, so how do I market a B2B business? He's like, well, first off, you got like send 5,000 emails a day, and secondly, like you have a thing that automatically calls them if they go into your like cart and stuff like that, and like it's like so simple for him, like it was so obvious, and then obviously hire someone from like India or some like third world country to like call someone as soon as they reply to your email, like within 3 seconds, because Alex 𝐓𝐲 says that like it'll be higher.
Yeah, it's like 350 times more likely they'll become a client.
Yeah. So when I was listening, I was like, wow, this is awesome. So I knew I had to like connect with him. I feel like I was trying to go talk to him a bunch of times, and obviously he's pretty busy, so he's just like talking to other people, and I was like pretty chill. But I just like didn't give up, and I was like, yo, why don't I just like write you a book about your principles? You know how Naval has his almanac of Naval Ravikant? I was like, why don't I make an almanac of Matt Espinoza? And then so I was like, oh, I'll just write a short book. And he was like, yeah, that's pretty sick. So I was like, okay, sick. Can we like meet up like every like week or something? He's like, yeah, every like second week. So we met up like a few times every second week, and we literally just had a meeting about basically all his like principles and stuff like that. And that's on my LinkedIn profile now, like the playbook of how he got to where he is. So I was trying to learn as much as I could from that guy, because he's also really, really smart. I really respect him. Yeah.
What does your day look like? If you can say when you wake up, when you go to bed, and everything between.
Honestly, I feel like I have bursts of motivation. So like a lot of people think I'm like this super structured, and my calendar is really structured, but I think I could be more like disciplined, to be honest. Like I've been really reflecting on that recently, and that's like a pretty vulnerable thing that I'm like willing to share, because I think I have a lot of areas to improve on. I think I wake up, I take a cold shower, and then I like.
When do you wake up?
I wake up at 7:30. Yeah. Take a cold shower, and then I'll either go to a coffee shop, or I just like go to my desk and start doing stuff. Yeah. But I think I also could do more focused work too. I've been thinking about like Pomodoros, like trying to actually do it, because then it's more purposeful and intentional. Yeah. So that's what my day kind of, and then afterwards I'll like go have lunch and stuff like that, and then try to do some exercise later. Either go to the gym or play some badminton. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I haven't played badminton like consistently for like 3 months. So that's something I want to go back into a little bit. But.
Yeah, I barely see you.
Yeah.
Because that's how we connected originally.
Yeah.
You got to come this Monday. Tomorrow.
I'm down. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, it is. After a long day, it's really like winds you down.
Yeah, for sure. I actually have a question for you, because you're running a business too, and you play a lot of badminton, but you're also hitting some pretty good numbers. So how do you find that balance? You know what I mean?
It's really
what does your day look like?
Yeah. So I'm a night owl.
Yeah.
Like I would stay up till probably like 1, something like this. Wake up. I'm a huge sleeper too, so I'd wake up around like 9:30. And then I usually skip on breakfast, straight to work, get the most important things done usually, which is, working on the products of building and learning. That's first. And then I do some cold calling personally myself for my businesses, because I'm hiring now, but like at the beginning, you just have to do it yourself. And then from there, if there's any meetings, I run it there. There's any meetings with, the team members. I'm working with the company as well. Meetings with there. And then usually I have like a very late lunch, like that's like 4 p.m. I have my first meal there, because I find if you have food right off the bat, all your energy is going to like digesting this food, and you're not hyper focused per se. So I have my first meal then, and then from there it's like more chill stuff, maybe creating some content, or like uploading some, like talking to my editors for this channel, and then like doing like maybe LinkedIn posts and like just kind of miscellaneous stuff there. And then usually at night, I always do an activity just to get my brain off. And I just personally love sports. I've done swimming, like any sport you think of, I've done it. So I do badminton and then come back, have dinner. From there, I maybe like plan out my day for the next day or do some stuff there. And yeah, call it a day. It's pretty chill. Like every day is different to a certain degree. Like today I had 2 podcasts, and then I have a bunch of work afterwards. But yeah, it's kind of like that.
Pretty sick, man. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. What about, so I think you didn't actually break it down, like which work do you do first, which work do you do after, or is it like just kind of?
Yeah, I try to get the most important tasks done in the morning. So I'll go to so I have this. So the night before, I'll send 3 tasks to my virtual assistant. Be like, make sure make sure this is what we focus on the next day. And then he'll text me in the morning, and we'll hop on a call and like lock in for that. So actually that's what my morning looks like. And then when I get to I'll just have some food. I also skip breakfast. Now that I think about it, my mom's always like, why are you eating? It's just, I'm like, yeah, it takes too much energy, but then lunch, I eat a lot. I just had Chipotle. I always get them. Here's a hack, guys. Like, always get them to add extra rice, extra beans, and then do 50% chicken. Actually, should I really be telling people?
Everyone's gonna be just
Everyone's
doing
gonna
this.
do this, and now Chipotle is not gonna let me use my chicken.
Both rice, both beans. Oh, do you do extra both?
I do extra.
Extra both.
Extra. Oh, I haven't done extra both. Wait, is that a hack? That's a crazy hack.
Yeah,
I do both, like chicken and like the
half.
Yeah, half. It's like literally double meat. It's so good.
Yeah, I know. That's the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I haven't had lunch yet. Now I'm thinking.
We probably keep going with the questions then if you haven't had lunch.
No, yeah, 100%. So Crayards is, your mentors say you have a lot of projects running simultaneously.
Yeah, now they, like, I had a chat with them and really narrowed it down. So this month and next month is gonna be like just focusing on 2 main things, which is like the consulting part of the business, which is kind of not exactly what you do, but just like really focused, because people are willing to pay me, I figure out, a lot of money for like building like landing pages and stuff like that. And then also I really want to build a sick product. It's just like, I just have something like, first time I didn't really want to do it. It's cool. It's hard in the beginning, but I'm learning the strategy of like going through Reddit threads, really picking apart the pains, seeing patterns, and then building a product around that. So that's it's from this course called like the 30x500 course. And I bought that. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's where you're trying to focus on, like hyper focus towards.
Yeah, in this next month, just like those 2 things.
Have you figured out any ideas for it yet?
Oh, it's a lot of times like people ask me that question. It's like, oh, what ideas have you figured out for that part? And they actually say like validations backwards, which is really, really interesting. It kind of broke my mind when I thought about that, especially like as like last year I was like just building whatever I wanted. But their entire point is like find the audience, find the problems that the audience faces, and then find the products. So right now, and not even that. Find the audience, find the problems, like write like a bunch of answers to their questions, and then see which ones get the most traction, and then build up like a product or like a course or something around that, and then just sell the crap out of that, because that's what like everyone's been asking for. So like give the people what they want, So that's the entire strategy for that. I'm about 10 hours into that course. I really just started 2 weeks ago. But I've known that this is the method. Same with the 5 questions method. So the thing that I just did with you, I'll be doing. So I chose UX designers as my audience. And then, so I have a bunch of friends who are also UX designers, because the 3 criteria for choosing an audience is like, you got to be part of the audience. You got to like, the audience has to be like a professional audience. Like you have to see who that person is. UX design, like a UX designer is like a person, you know what I mean? Rather than a vegan. Like a vegan's not like, it's like a person, but like, you know, can you hire
It's
a
more
vegan?
abstract.
Can you hire a vegan? Like it's like, that's like like it's got to be a professional, and they must buy on value. So they all buy like stuff like Figma. They buy vibe coding tools. Like that's the thing that they that's the criteria.
So why UX designers?
Because I'm a UX designer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So your background's there.
Yeah.
Um,
And
I,
then those 3 criteria. Yeah.
I actually I know someone I can refer you.
Sick.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
a couple for sure.
So that's because I also really like building products around that space too.
So what kind of products would they like? I feel like Figma is like the dominant player there.
Oh yeah, but there's a lot of Figma plugins that are making 20 to 30K a month.
Like what?
I talked to this founder who did the same audience as me. He's got this product called Creative Flow, and we're just having a chat. And I was like, okay, so like, why don't you think that Figma's going to replace that product? He was like, well, I mean, they can, but this thing's been making like 30K a month for like 2 years now. So, you know, do the math. It's been pretty good for me. 0 margins either, or like 95% margins. Like I was like, wow, that's pretty sick. So I think a lot of people get attached to the product, but he told me like speed's the most important thing. Plus he's done the 30x500 method, which is, you know, audience, then problem, then whatever. So he has the audience on his email list. Like, I don't know, he must have 10,000 subscribers. So whatever he builds, like, he can just like funnel them into that because they trust him. And, you know, it's not like just you're selling them stuff. You're sending like weekly emails that are super valuable and stuff like that. They call them e-bombs or education bombs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's passive too.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So 30x500, the reason I called it that was 30 times 500 is $15,000. And that's the amount of like passive income you need to like make to like just be chilling, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
$15,000
Per month. Yeah.
per month. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that.
Like for your business, is it like passive, or do you have to like do stuff a lot?
I don't have to do a lot, but it's definitely still not passive.
Okay. Yeah.
And also the number I gave you, I don't want to speak publicly.
Yeah.
That one's revenue, so the margin is right now it's actually lower than 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
same for me, man. Like I give the number publicly, like, you know, that number,
Yeah.
right? But like the margin isn't like that, you know. And the margin is sometimes even 20%, which sucks.
yeah.
But you know, the revenue number's nice. You know what I mean?
It's nice to throw it out there, but that's not like realistic.
Exactly.
sometimes.
And so then they're talking about $15,000 profit, like passively. You're not doing anything too. And so so that's the goal. That's the goal for that. Yeah, it's just really trying to focus, lock in this month. It's good that I kind of got roasted actually a couple days ago, which flustered me. You know, it's like, you know, you got all these different things, but if you don't go like vertical on like 1 or 2 of them, you know, actually, this is something that Matt Espinoza said. He's like, you should have an agency that's a cash flow agency, so you can fund the product development. So it's like, for me, it's going to be the like landing page funnel thing, and it's going to fund the product that I want to build for UX designers.
Yeah, it makes total sense. But I'm thinking like that person that you mentioned that has a huge audience for his product and he's doing the 30K per month. How has he gathered that audience effectively?
Yeah, so that's exactly where I'm at in the course right now. It's like talking about how like you make blog posts that literally answer Reddit questions, and you just say, hey, like you answer like 50% of your answer, and it's, by the way, guys, I wrote something really helpful underneath here, and then it's like linked to your blog post, and it's not selling anyone anything. It's just like providing value.
Hey, providing some value, and then the rest they have to subscribe.
They just like go subscribe over, and then for them it's not even that big of a deal, right? And Reddit doesn't ban you from that because like just providing value. Like, what do they do? Like, you're not allowed to help people. Like come on.
That's cool, actually. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know Reddit was this powerful.
Reddit's so powerful. One of my friends has a 20-to-1 ratio product on Reddit. He actually shut it down because Reddit caught on to him, but he had 100K ARR.
Wait, what did he do?
He just like, it was like such a troll product, but basically it was like this thing that helped companies like comment on Reddit, like with bots.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what would there be, like, why the comments are so valuable? I guess like their name would pop up.
Sell product. He would his clients would be some really big companies that I can't really name.
Yeah.
But like they would just get him to comment on Reddit. They pay him like $2,000 because a single sale will cover it.
Yeah.
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 And that's another thing that I learned. That, like, if we go after high ticket people, you probably experienced this with your company too. They don't really care about paying you like $2,000 because if you get them one freaking appointment that converts, they've made their money back, right?
The more high ticket, the better.
Yeah, the more high ticket, the better. That's the like most important thing I've learned recently.
Yeah, bro.
Especially tutoring platform with like students. Like, dude, that was it. Like, it was fine. Like, it made me some money, but it was a nightmare. Like, getting people to part with their money as a B2C audience is brutal.
Dude, I know. It's like, imagine having 2,000 people that pay you $50 or having 50 people that pay you $2,000. I mean, the second option is a no-brainer because you don't have the overhead, and those people are like, they're willing to pay more because they've been in the industry and they know that, you know, it's an investment. It's not a cost. That's how you sell it as well. But
oh, I want to talk about this really cool market that I've seen recently. So I was building an app, and I was helping like two of my friends grow their apps. And then a third, like, I was just giving advice to a third person that you know. But the biggest opportunity there wasn't the app itself. It was literally how to help those apps with distribution. So people are now making apps. Like, there's this product called Real Farm. It's making like $50K a month. It's ridiculous. It's not even that good of a product. Like, I didn't like it too much, but it did like the basic features of, like, you know, an AI pretty girl would show a product, or it would like make auto TikTok slides. But it would literally be the same. It wasn't that much better from native TikTok, but the way he packaged it, selling it to app people, got a lot of people to buy it. Because, you know, you don't, like, according to Dane, he said, don't sell, don't go for the gold, sell shovels to people going for the gold. So that's the mentality for that.
Mm-hmm. What was his offer?
The Real Farm guy's offer?
Yeah. Do you remember?
The offer was like, create automated content and don't like go viral on your app.
Right.
And like, some of the videos got 3,000 views, but like, it wasn't, I could have made those videos by myself, like, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not even that much.
Yeah. You know, someone might watch this video and be like, oh yeah, you know, you're just not using it properly. And I was like, yeah, the product was literally, it wasn't that like deep, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like it was an AI girl, and the girl would be like smiling or something like that, and then it'd be like, oh, and then it'd be like a caption, oh, I can't believe the app did this, and it would show like the app, but then you still had to go film the app too, and it would be with your hand. So if the AI girl had like nails and stuff like that, then it would be like, you know,
no,
like, it would be like, yeah. So it didn't do that, and I was like, huh.
They
okay.
didn't think of that part.
I don't know, man. Like, it was a pretty sketchy product, but it was a successful product, so I'll give them that. You know, they harnessed the market demand.
Yeah, I mean, they got to 50 a month.
Pretty nuts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these kinds of content. Actually, YouTube recently had a restriction that any AI generated video will actually not be monetized.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a new thing, but it's still, I don't think doesn't matter, because as long as you get the audience's attention, like, it doesn't matter if YouTube gives you AdSense, like, that's marginal to the amount of revenue you could make if it gets like millions and millions of views.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I just thought of something that I think would be really interesting for you to hear about. There's this guy, the top player on school.com right now. I don't know if you know. You've probably
Yeah, School, yeah.
He's making like $335K, but that's not the impressive part. The impressive part is he's literally making it with a 95% profit margin, and he's teaching make.com automations to people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what's his name?
I don't know. I just saw that.
Oh, you just saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I got his playbook too. I found it. It's sick. He's giving it out, but like, you should read it. I'll send it to you after.
Okay. I'm not so you're trying to go to make.com rather than N8N.
No. I just like the principles that he used to do make.com. You could do the same thing for N8N. It's not a make.com exclusive thing. You know, it's probably N8N is missing in that type of thing anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's more high level.
More high level. Like, the thing he did was just start converting some people, start getting people on a YouTube channel, then provide lots of value, then get people in the community, teach people NAN or whatever.
I think I know him. His name is Nate?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because those kinds of contents are doing very well because AI agents, I mean, 2025, they're booming. And you can see how much value, like, my business, a core part of it is literally on N8N. I mean, I spent like weeks building it, and it was like Fuck, it's not easy.
That's sick though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I got the job done.
Yeah.
So wait, before we go to sort of more structured questions, now that you're only focusing on 2 products, before this, the past month, how many projects did you have? Just for record.
Yeah, I had like 8. I was helping a lot of people with like their marketing and stuff like that because that's what I was interested in, and I built a couple fitness influencers landing pages. I built a guy named 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 and Evan Merger landing pages. Both 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 has like about like 141K, and then Evan Merger has like 500K. I was just like building them landing pages. It was sick. But yeah, that was like that was like a good start to like the landing page strat. But that took a lot of time because I was gonna build a web app for one of them, and then yeah, that took a little bit more time than expected. So it's like more focus. Like now I'm focused more on. Oh, I was also helping this clinic try to get more clients. But
Lead gen for B2C?
yeah, literally.
How did that go?
Kind of all over the place. It went terribly, but like it was a good learning experience. And then yeah, now it's just like, focus down, like create a solid offer for what you can do with them, like, make a good funnel. Like that's literally like the thing.
So
right
important.
Now. That's so important. Capture, even on your website, I noticed it's pretty sick. Like I like your offer too. Like 4x ROIs or benchmarks, awesome. Like
Thanks,
let's say
bro.
I was like, yeah, I'd buy from this guy, because especially if that's your guarantee. Like
Yeah.
no questions. That boom, 4x ROI, like 100%. Like, and if you're choosing the right businesses, you can definitely get them 4x ROI. You're like 10K. Like if you help an HVAC business with lead gen and they get like one client 10K, that's 4x ROI.
Yeah. Well, we get 5 to 6.
That's fine.
Like on average. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
I just say 4 just to be on the lower part.
Yeah, 100%. But even if you had like, even you just captured people's emails with like on your webpage, and then just like send them an automated sequence providing them value about how they could like do stuff. That's literally what Sam Evans was teaching us. I just got his like course too. Yeah.
Bro, I'm literally adding that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the things you've mentioned, like the UI UX guy has 10,000 people in his
Email list.
audience.
And there's this really cool statistic. I don't know how verified this is, but it was said by Sam Evans, this founder school. And he was like, so when people go on your landing page, like 3% are ready to buy right now. 47% will buy in the next like year. And then 50% of them just will never buy. But it's like most people don't even like think about those 47%. So they don't know how to nurture them. They don't get them on an email list. There's no lead magnet, right? And so that's a strategy that I'm gonna be doing to help businesses, because I legitimately think I can help them do that. With that's the consulting thing that he was teaching
with
people
the landing,
landing pages, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you get into consulting? Just people kind of reaching out, and then you were like, oh, I can make some out of this.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Also, like Matt Espinoza, his the way he makes the cash flow. He got his money from an exit, but he said in an interview, and he also told me like the best way to like start off is just like have an agency basically, or have just like help people, and then build a product.
So then you can, funnel the money back into the product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So you said you were building landing pages for someone with like 140,000 followers, 500,000 followers. How do you get these people? Is it just like cold outreach? Like that's what it is?
So I'm blessed, right? Like I hired him as my own fitness coach like 2 years ago. And from then I built his community. And then he trusted me, and he's an awesome guy. And then he was like, one day, can you build me a landing page? And that's pretty sick. And then someone else saw that I built that guy's landing page, and they're like, yo, that's pretty good. Can you build me my landing page too? And I was like, yeah, why not? It's cool. But yeah, I haven't implemented the like lead gen stuff into them yet, so that's what I'm really excited to do, because I know I can get them so many more clients if we just nurture them on an email list.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's really exciting times.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I'm also happy that you're focusing that, because I think being laser focused in just like one or two things is so valuable.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, laser focus.
Laser focus, bro. Okay, let's go to some structured questions.
Sure.
Which is the first one. I think you kind of answered it. What is the problem with most websites?
Yeah, they don't capture their leads.
Yeah.
They don't I wouldn't say bait. That's not the right word. But like, there's nothing on the website that would make me want to like actually enter my email. But there are some websites that actually do. You know, Alex Hormozi's website, 100%. I enter my email every time by accident, bro. Like, I'm literally, that guy's a genius. It's like, hey, do you want my roadmap on how to hit $1 million? Fuck yeah. Like, give me that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he provides so much value.
Like, you could even on your website, it's just like roadmap on how this guy got a $10,000 sale in like an hour or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Get more emails.
God damn, I gotta be on that, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's you think what's the most problem?
And like the copy is all about like them. The copy is like the letters on the page is all about like the product and the features. That's a problem. It should be about the customer. Instead of saying, oh, you know, we do AI SEO, it'd be like how to rank first so you crush your competitors on like when people search your local business up on ChatGPT. Maybe not first because that's like a snake oil sale. Like, you know, that's like too much. Like, you don't want to overpromise the result, but like how to make sure that you rank on Google on ChatGPT search, because that's what they'll understand. You know what I mean? How to like get noticed. You know, instead of saying, yo, we're gonna use AI SEO, blah 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 blah, terms that they don't understand. You know what I mean? And it's more about them rather than you. Or another thing is like I was looking at a few YC websites just for fun and critiquing them, and then like comparing them to 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬's website of like his website's called Cream Digital. And a freaking awesome website. And I was comparing them, and his website's all about the customer and how he plays on the dreams and hopes of a founder building their product. And then the YC website, that was like a common website about like some random product, was like, oh, you know, we do like this really complicated process that I couldn't even understand. Had a picture on the right hand side of like an app that like you don't even know what it's doing. Like there's not even a video. It's just, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, how can you speak to the customer in the best way possible? Like a thing that I listened to yesterday, I don't even know where I heard it, but it's like, if you're trying to like write an erotic novel, right, for a woman, you wouldn't like do what's attractive to a guy, like for a guy about a woman. You would like figure out what it's attractive for, like, or you wouldn't do what's attractive for a woman, you know what I mean? You'd figure out what makes a guy attractive, and then just like spam those things in the book. You know what I mean? It's the same thing for a website. What turns on a customer about your product? You know what I mean?
And so many people like neglect.
They don't get that, you know. And so I'm really excited to go into the market and help people with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll increase conversions for sure.
100%. So what's your offer on the consulting side? Yeah,
I'm still figuring that out, but it'll go somewhere along the lines of like guaranteed X amount of clients or guaranteed X amount of conversions or something like that. Yeah. And then obviously like modernize a web page or your landing page and whatnot too. Yeah.
So even on the landing page, you're gonna guarantee a certain amount of clients.
Well, you know how you do the 4x ROI thing? It will be something like, I'm not sure how exactly my guarantee will work, but I will want to figure out what result I can get the client and then basically just guarantee that, because result is the only thing that they care about, right? And then if my service and product is good, then I should be able to fulfill that like 95% of the time, right?
Yeah, if you know your numbers, then it's a no-brainer.
But yeah, I'm still figuring that out to answer, like, short answer.
Yeah, 100%. What's the most powerful thing in marketing?
Yeah, results-based marketing. And this doesn't come from me. It comes from Dane Maxwell and pretty much like any other successful direct marketing. Like I've been handwriting old sales letters from like the 1900s. And like the most powerful thing is always like showing like the before and after. So even like, you know, those really successful fitness pages, they'll show like some really fat guy and then how he like shrunk or got really like buff but like shredded, you know what I mean? And so how can we do that in business more? I like the 4x ROI thing, right? That's a really clear result that they can expect. And so I think the most powerful thing is the result plus time frame plus like guarantee, right? Like Domino's was hot pizza in 30 minutes or your money back guaranteed, and that made them so much money until like they started getting into car crashes. But it worked.
Yeah, like someone ordered it like on top of Everest or something like that. Some ridiculous. Yeah, but it did work to a degree.
Yeah.
So generative AI has exploded in popularity since late 2022.
Oh no, an AI question.
22,
okay,
yeah.
there you go.
It's now predicted to grow into a 60 billion market. How do you see this AI revolution changing the way entrepreneurs build businesses or products?
Yeah. So we already talked about the UGC market a little bit, right? With the influencers, the AI influencers are coming in now. Like they look exactly like humans, which is a little bit interesting.
Dude, it's scary, bro. Don't you
Yo, what do
think?
you think about that?
It shouldn't be. I think I think there has to be a certain guideline so that if it's AI, they would write explicitly somewhere, or like the viewer would have to tell that it's actually AI.
Yeah, no, for sure. I caught my mom watching an AI video thinking it was a real person. She's like, "This guy's really good at cooking." And I was like, "Yeah, he is."
You didn't tell her?
It's AI, mom. Yeah, no, I did.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the UGC market will be good. I mean, I've said this on the podcast many times, but I believe if we don't do this right the first time and we only have one shot, it may be an existential crisis to humanity. What do you think about that?
Can you elaborate more about like what you mean about existential crisis?
So that meaning that, the Terminator sort of world that,
Yeah,
if
it's starting to become real now.
dude, I know. GPT-5 was kind of underwhelming a little bit. I mean, I expected more from OpenAI.
What did you want?
I already want AGI. No. I mean, it's definitely good. I mean, yeah, they've worked hard for it, but
They added colors.
yeah, come on. It's like Apple coming with a new phone and they add like
Glass. Dude, I was talking to my UX friends and they're like, "This is so stupid. It literally just decreased accessibility."
yeah, bro. It's pretty BS. But no, the existential thing is if AI is like millions of times smarter than the collective intelligence of humanity, bro, we wouldn't even know what it has its own goals. It fulfills on them. Right now, it's getting better and
Like
better.
AGI, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting better and better on itself without anyone having to change any line of code. So that's the thing. Like, if there's, I mean,
What's gonna happen to humans?
yeah, if
Yeah,
it
that's why I
wants
say
to.
thank you. You know what I mean? Like,
To AI?
ChatGPT, thank
Do
you.
you actually? I was gonna say. That's...
Apparently, they're wiping out like entire or it's creating an insane amount of pollution because humans are saying thank you to ChatGPT. You know what I mean? It's like because it takes so much energy and power to like run AI models. Have you heard that? Like it literally is cooking the environment because humans are like, thanks ChatGPT, and it's just like completely pointless.
I did not know that.
This is a random fact. I
Yeah.
thought it'd make you laugh, and it did.
Yeah, bro. But do you think that will happen? Like AI could like if it had its own goal to.
Like it might. Like, what can we really do about it? Like you and I.
I mean, definitely nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it could, or it might not, right? But like, we can just continue in the best way we can.
Yeah, it's like chess, right? You see the pieces, you see the board, and you make the best move from what you have in front of you.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. It's exactly like chess.
Yeah. Actually, you play chess too, so
Yeah.
maybe we can have a montage at the end playing
Oh
chess.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm down.
100%.
Like a little fucking time lapse or something like that. I'm down.
Yeah. Little blitz. Do you play blitz? Yeah, I'm a blitz guy too. So, do you think AI will add more jobs?
I'm more into rapid, but yeah. Anyways,
Oh, you're rapid.
add
10
more
minutes?
Jobs, add more jobs.
Add more jobs or take away more jobs?
That's a tough question. Back in the Industrial Revolution, people are afraid of losing their factory jobs. I think it's the same thing, and people like fearing like their loss of their coding job. It's like, oh no, I can't like go to work in a factory anymore. But they don't like it's. So it's. I think we're gonna be moving more to like a creative space. You know what I mean? Like, how can more people ask that list of 5 questions to just everyone and then solve people's problems for money? So instead of like thinking about it like 2-dimensionally, like humans will have to start thinking 3-dimensionally instead, right? Like, what do you think about that?
I think it's so you compared it to the Industrial Revolution. I think it's definitely different, but yeah, I think you will lose more jobs personally because the fact of the matter is that people are becoming more distracted. We're on our phones more,
Yeah.
and the quality of engineers
It's
just plummeting. Yeah, exactly. People are they're too comfortable. And so just with that fact, there will be less competent people who will have great jobs and more of them will be maybe on a universal basic income or something like that. Potentially, that's what I think the world is headed. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be great coders that will excel, and business owners like me and you that will excel as well. So there's always two sides of the story.
Yeah, I mean, AI is making our lives so much easier. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, dude.
But no, it's hard to predict with like, I think a standard, like, you know, if we define a job like a brainless thing where you can just like kind of just do your thing and you get paid, I think those are going to get replaced.
Yes.
Because AI is going to be smart enough to basically just replace all those things, and it's going to be up to us humans to tell AI what to do. But if you have no creativity, like, it's going to be a little bit cooked, right?
Yeah, because you can maneuver in the direction that's valuable to the society.
It's kind of like, okay, so I was talking to my mentor about this too, and he was like, yeah, it's kind of like, what can you use AI for instead of like, what am I going to get replaced? Like, it's kind of like backwards thinking, he was saying, like thinking that you're going to get replaced by AI, because AI is going to be doing something. So AI is like a tool. So, and that's how he thinks, you know. I'm not necessarily sure how what my stance is on this, but he's like, he talks to AI all the time. He's just talking to it. How can I make more money with this? How can I do that? Blah, blah, blah. And this guy's making like $400K a month, right? So like, he's obviously using it to, like, you know, do better things. So I think it's gonna make people who can think creatively a lot more empowered. So it'll force an evolution, I think.
Yeah, I think also I have a very strong stance on this, that like the richest person in the world and the poorest, like the gap's getting wider and wider, and so based on that, there's probably going to be a revolution there too.
Yeah.
You think so?
Revolution in what sense? Can you explain that?
In the sense of like, I don't know, like people are getting screwed over, so I think they're going to push back at a degree, and with AI, like more surveillance and stuff. I think China, we're seeing that as well, but I don't think you're too deep into that. So we're
No,
gonna
I'm not as deep into that. I'm not so versed in that space.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Okay, let's go to this. 90% of startups ultimately fail. So what stands out between those that fail and those that don't?
It's like super good question, and I wonder this a lot for myself. What stands out for those who fail and those who don't? Well, at this point, you know, 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 has a 100% success rate with whatever product he launches, right?
That guy's a beast.
But he didn't used to. And I was listening to him, and he's like, if you can make the offer just so good that people feel dumb saying no, then you have a business. And that's like one of the things, right? And the second thing is, can I ask the 5 questions to you and get the emotional damage out of the way? Because a lot of people build something and they never check. They never check to see if there's still demand. Like, they never check. It's like the 50 billionth like social media app for universities. When, by the way, Meta already exists. Like yeah. TikTok already dominates the market, right? And you know, it sometimes can work. There's this like new food social media app that's out there right now, but it takes a lot of effort. And it takes a lot of, it's like B2C is like a nuke, you know what I mean? You gotta like, especially B2C social network apps, because you need network effects, which is like, you need a nuke to go off for you to be successful. I think what makes a product successful, based on what I've heard from the people that I really admire, is like proper validation, really good offer, and then like really paying attention to what the users need in the very beginning and seeing if they actually pay money. Like, paying money is a really big indicator.
There was a thing that, like, I made this problem many times, that I would just head down coding because I was a computer scientist too originally. But if you are building the product, go to your ICP and say, hey, I'm building this. Like, if you really are interested, like, join the wait list and give me $20 for it. So they're already willing to pay and are seeing value in your products. Then when you're launched, you go to your 500 list or whatever you have. You're like, hey, the product is built. You guys already gave me $20. And you already have that validation momentum.
Yeah, I take it one step further. Instead of a wait list, you just get them in a Discord server, and then you help them manually. Like, that's what I would do.
Help them manually. What do you mean?
So right now I'm working on this like little cheese product. It's called JobRiz. It helps students get jobs on LinkedIn by like, it's like a little Chrome extension. It just like has DMs that have worked for me. I've got like a 40% response rate. Like this summer, I got like 8 job offers from like LinkedIn DMs alone, right? And so, I just help my friends manually. Like they just hop on call with me, and then I just like make their DMs for them with this AI bot that I made. This super custom GPT thing. It's not the normal custom GPT. I went into GPT Playground and actually prompted it properly because custom GPTs suck. They always write M dashes. It sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I go helping them, and then they're in the Discord server, and they got them to both pre-sale. So I'm at like $200 of pre-sales, which is like a meme product. It's like something that I have too many projects, bro. Like I literally am like all over the place. Like it's just random stuff with jobbers, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an example of just making sure. And I actually thought I made that mistake. And I did make the mistake. I built without like pre-selling. So there's hope to see if your product's good, even if you're like heads down coding it. You can just kind of check, hey guys, what's your biggest problem with like finding jobs? Blah blah blah. Then they're like, okay, well I want to grow my network. Okay, great. Then I have this thing. Like, what's your dream solution? Okay, it's like similar to that. Okay, great. I've done that. Like, are you down to like test this out? And then I'll give you unlimited job res if you like
job res.
Give me like I don't know like $50. Yeah.
Wait, so what are the prompts that you got 40% reply? Because that's very impressive.
Yeah, I think it's a combination because my LinkedIn profile is pretty good. It like, I can show you that later. It's gonna be like, basically whoever's like using the app though, because it's some pretty unique stuff. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, 100%. We don't want to give all the sauce away.
Not all the sauce. But like it's basically I just basically say it's ultra personalized, written in a way that I would respond to because. Right now, I think I have 600 people who requested to connect with me because I've written like a viral post. So I've just gone through analyze. I'm like, does that guy stand out? Does that guy stand out? Okay, cool. And then I've also tried to connect with like some really, really smart people too. Like, what do they actually respond to? A lot of times they respond to a referral, right? A lot of times they respond to anything that doesn't have a buzzword. You write a buzzword, you're cooked, right? It's like it's so bad, you know? It's like if someone's like, oh, I'm like looking forward to connect with you. Like I'm like, that's a bot, right? Like someone just like, or they use LinkedIn auto. Like I'd rather them just send me a connection request without that. But if someone's like, this is someone I did like actually reply to. They commented on my post. They're like, this is really cool. And then they're not my like main post, but they commented on one of my posts that I didn't have too much engagement on. So I noticed it. And then they said, hey, love what you're doing. Would love to hear more. And like, I got this really cool resource for you. Would love it if you could also send me what you got too. And they didn't say anything about collaboration, synergies, or like weird stuff like that. They just sent it in like a very human way that you'd send someone a text on Instagram. And so that's what I'm trying to train the AI model to do. Just like be a normal talker.
Yeah. And in this world, that's like weird. That's like not too many people are doing that. So that's how you stand out.
Yeah. 100%. I got the inspiration from this. When I actually just accidentally sent a bunch of DMs that worked.
Really?
Yeah. to smart people too.
On LinkedIn.
And then I saw it work with this other person called Julia Lee. She had this like how to riz on LinkedIn post. And it was literally the most like troll stuff ever, but the DMs worked. Yeah. She was sending like 500 a day. So she was getting a lot of testing and experimentation done.
500 messages on LinkedIn a day.
Going, yeah, she's going. All manually too. It's pretty nuts.
I read somewhere that LinkedIn would maybe ban you if you're sending that much.
I think if you're typing it manually, like,
it's fine.
It's fine.
There's no way she would type 500
she
though.
Did, man. She did. She's kind of crazy.
Actually?
Yeah.
No control C, control V.
She's typing it all manually.
500 a day.
Yeah. She got to talk to the YC partner, or like the YC CEO by doing that. It's pretty hilarious.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Power of personalization, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dedication.
But yeah, that's what I got for you for LinkedIn DMs. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah.
And then you also have a different strategy on Instagram as well, Meta.
Oh yeah, for that, yeah, I don't have as much experience on that, to be honest.
You're on your trial period. Yeah,
I'm on my trial period. I can't really. I won't like. I hate talking about things that I don't know as much about because then I don't know if it's really gonna help people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Kind of mitigating false or whatever, like iffy information per se.
Yeah, like everything I'm talking about is like something that I've learned from someone who has proof of concept or something that I've like learned that worked. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is great. How do you approach ethics and responsibility in AI development?
Kind of not really as much in that space, I'm not gonna lie. I think in terms of AI, it's really interesting because we see what Roy Lee's doing with 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬, right? And his motto is literally cheat on everything.
Yeah.
And he got kicked out of his school for that, but it doesn't matter because he already dropped out. He's a Z fellow and he's building a successful product. For me, I don't actually have a clear answer because I think ethics and responsibility, obviously we don't want the AI to turn into Terminators, but I also know that I don't have any control over that. So it's like, what can I personally do? I think I don't want my AI to lie when it's sending cold DMs and helping these students get a job. I don't want it to say that they have like qualifications that they don't have. Yeah, I just don't want it to lie. That's pretty much it. Like don't train an AI to do stupid things.
Yeah, just goes down to the basics.
Yeah, it just goes down super basic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty basic question.
Yeah. I'm asking this because there's so many like thoughts around this that I don't know, it may, because it can manipulate, like AI can manipulate. There was a study, there's 30 bots on Reddit. And on Reddit, like there's comments, there's questions, and then these bots would go answer. And there's also a voting system that they would say, okay, this response from the AI changed my mind. And so the AI was able to manipulate people to change their mind 3 times more than the best manipulators in the world.
Interesting. For like voting.
For like different topics, many various different topics.
That's like even you just saying voting right there, like that kind of like triggered something in me because I'm like, then you could get them to vote for different like parties, and then it's like who's in control now?
Exactly. Yeah. You could script everything if it's like the best manipulating.
Yeah. I think for me at least, I'm not really in that development space, so all I'm doing is helping AI write cold DMs. So in terms of that,
I'm not too deep.
Not doing that. Not too deep, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just a cool fact. Yeah. And, just throwing it there.
That's cool. Not cool what it's doing, but like it's an interesting fact.
Interesting to know, yeah. What challenges you?
What challenges me? Probably like having too many projects and not like focusing on like one thing and like going really, really hard on that and having conviction that thing's the one thing that I want to do. But I also heard that, to gain muscle, you got to bulk. So I think in terms of figuring out like the one thing, it's like I've taken on a lot of projects. Now I figured out, okay, slice them all away and just focus on this.
Bro, I think definitely founders have ADHD to a degree.
Oh, dude, I definitely like bouncing around like everywhere else.
Do you have coffee or tea?
Not today, but I generally have coffee in the morning.
Oh, that will probably just get you buzzing.
Bro, I was like, yeah.
It's game over.
Yeah, it's game over.
What advice would you have for young professionals trying to... We've talked so much value in this podcast, but like if you want to boil it down to like one response, one raw advice.
Like to do what?
Young professionals who are trying to start a business or get into the tech industry, or just in the sectors that we are.
Yeah, I can speak on like getting into the tech industry, and because I worked for a product design firm, and the way I did it was just realize that companies just care about 2 things. They care about if you can save them money or save them time, right? And if you can do that, that's providing value. So just save them money or time. It's pretty easy to convince them to hire you. Yeah, because I booked a Calendly with the founder of that product design agency. I was like, I can save you money and time. And I just showed him evidence, which is a side project that I did. And I was like, I'll just do that for you. He's like, okay, you're hired. And he was like, no, he was like, no, let me interview. I got an MBA that I got to like ask before I like hire you. And there's like probably 20 other applicants or something like that. And I was like, okay, cool. But next morning he transferred me like the full month salary. And I was like, okay, I think I figured something out. So saving companies time, money, and showing proof that you can do it, like with a side project. yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Providing value, just provide value, you know.
Yeah. What was the side project? If you can speak about it.
Oh, it was getting students on an email list, and it was a part thing like I had. So I have this account called UBC Student Official. Oh shit, I'm just like leaking myself. Now everyone knows that I have this account. But it's like,
Should I delete it?
nah, we'll talk about it later. But like
Okay.
basically the account that I have, it's a UBC account, and like pretty much all the first years are following it. Like that I follow first, because like whenever someone sees a UBC Student Official account, they just like follow back. And so I have this like distribution channel that I can basically like, you know, both help students and then put my product in the description, Crayards. So when the founder saw that, he was like, wow, that's pretty sick that you got it. I would also go pitch in front of like 800 students at a time. I was like, yo guys, scan my QR code for a free calculus review package. And yeah, I got pretty much everyone to go scan that thing. And then I like I think that got 300 of 800 students to get on my email list. I was just selling them during the exam season. So that was helpful. But I did legitimately provide value. I was giving them review packages and stuff like that. And yeah, I honestly don't think that I actually got an ROI after that. But the founder was like impressed because he was like, yeah, that got a lot of customers. It's pretty sick.
Like, this kid knows what he's doing.
You know what you're doing, bro.
No, bro. So the question that I have, what's the end goal? Do you have an end goal, or you just want to keep building new cool products till the day that you, till the 100 years, 120 years?
Yeah, I think the end goal is really just, yeah, kind of just treat life like a game. Maybe that'll be the case. Yeah, build cool stuff, have fun. Yeah, get vibes. It's cool. Like, I think surrounding myself with people. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Surrounding myself with people who really like building things, and then I get inspired. And I inspire them. And it's like, you know, you become the people you surround yourself with. And I was hanging out with this app developer, and he was really, really cool. And I only hung out with him for a few days, but I could really like feel his knowledge like coming down onto me, because now I know how to publish an app to an app store. It's like whoever you hang out with, like that, the knowledge just steals into you. And then you start talking about it, especially if you have the same passion. So like, my question is like, how can I find friends that have the same passion about business that I have, so that we can all like level up together? So I think that's probably one of the most important end goals. Like, who do I surround myself with? Am I building and working on something that I really love doing? And, you know, is this something that I want to keep doing for a long time, like a really long time? I think, going back to what you're saying about like, you know, at the end of the day, you tend to just turn your mind off. That's something I actually agree with. So I've been doing Muay Thai and martial arts recently at the end of the day, and it definitely helps relieve some of the stress. I've just been sitting all day in the library and go boom, punch something, and like it's really cool.
So that's why you're not coming to badminton.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to Muay Thai.
How is that actually?
It's awesome. I'd recommend.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
KB1. Yeah.
In North Shore.
Yeah, it's just like 8 minutes down the road.
Damn. Do they have like a trial session?
Yeah, I'm on the $49 trial for 2 weeks.
Actually?
Yeah, that's how I got onto it, and then I just bought the month. That's cool.
Okay, maybe we have a little section. We're doing Muay Thai
No,
together.
it's fire, yeah. I'm down to do that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what I have to offer today. Your questions were really good.
Lastly, we didn't ask the last one, which is, what do you think is the meaning of life?
I knew this was going. You say you ask this to every single one of the podcast people, right?
That's my ender, bro.
The meaning of life. Damn, so many things. But I heard this one thing that because I actually pondered this question so much in grade 12. Like I was on the edge of like depression. I was like, I need to figure this out, right? And so I was just like, you know, what do all the people who are happy think the meaning of life is? You know, like, what are the people who are obviously feeling fulfilled, and I got so many different answers, man. Got so many different answers. You know, Matt Espinoza thinks the meaning of life, or part of it, is to like play life like a game and build amazing products, right? And then, you know, you ask someone who's devoutly religious, and they say that that's the meaning of their life, right? Or that's the meaning like they pray. And I think that gives people immense peace. And then you ask someone who's, you know, who doesn't really think about religion, and they say like whatever the most passionate thing they're working on that they're doing, right? Like for my mom, she loves pickleball, so that's her biggest thing right now. But the thing is that it all had this common theme. It was like the meaning of life is the meaning that you put on it, right? So that's what there's this scientist who said that, and it's just stuck with me from then on, because then it kind of frees you. It doesn't have to be like a thing that you have to find. It also doesn't have to be a thing that, you know, you that you're stuck with, you know, like this is the meaning of life, you know what I mean? It's just like, hey, what excites me, like what do I think is fulfilling? And right now that's working on products and building a wonderful service that helps people. Yeah.
You shouldn't define it. It's a variable thing. Ayden, it was fantastic speaking
awesome.
to you.
That was awesome, man. That was a great questions, great podcast. I love this little space. Super cozy.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
For sure. Yeah, same with you, man. Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.